And hey guys, and welcome. Today we're over here at the Wilderness Lodge Resort. I'm over here today by myself. Marley and Morgan are on vacation, so I'm going to be walking this one by myself. If you guys get a chance, definitely come on over and check out this resort. This is one of the nicest resorts on property, guys. So this is what you're going to see when you get to the Wilderness Lodge. It's humongous. It's a lot of walking to do, so this is going to be a longer video, but this is what you're going to be welcome to as soon as you come through the gate. That's where you're going to drive your car up right there, and that's where you're going to walk through the front door and check in right there, guys. It's a beautiful, beautiful resort. And this is the entrance. I usually come up from the side when I park my car and stuff. I'm going to walk up through here. We're going to go by all the people here. Try not to get hit by a car. And this is a humongous canopy where the cars and buses are going to pull in. You're just going to make your way through all this stuff. And then you're going to be greeted with these doors right up here. And there's always something going on over at this resort. But it's definitely one of my favorite picks. If you're going to choose one to visit, this will be it. You're welcomed in, and you got this little foyer in here. Not really a big room, but really pretty. You got the bridge up above there to people are walking across there. That's kind of like an overlook bridge. We're going to walk through, and this is where you get overwhelmed. The detail in here is just incredible. If you see all the totem poles around the outside, I'll try to get a lot of them when I'm panning around here. But you've got the big totem pole there. And if you see all these uprights that are holding the roof up, there are animals carved in every single one of them things. And over on this side, you got the Whispering Canyon Cafe. I've eaten there once. Now that's a place you're going to eat, and the whole place, it's like an interactive place with all the people. All the tables got some kind of activity going on with the help that's actually waiting on you and stuff. So you'll be brought to other tables during your meal and all kinds of other things. It's a really fun place. It's loud, and it is pricey, but it's fun. Just a look one more time at the inside of this place and give you an idea how big and massive this building is. It's huge. And the detail is just incredible. Lots of places to sit. Down on the end here, you've got it's like a big old fireplace. But you sit around and tell stories and stuff around there at night. It's like a big fireplace. And that goes all the way up and out. You've got a little cart here that goes on the train tracks. Looking out back, we'll get out there a little bit, and once again we'll pan around the inside. You got your general store over there to the left, and then looking up at these massive lights in the ceiling and all the different floors you can stay on up there. Check-ins over to the left over there where everybody's heading. And the floor plan here is just huge and massive. You got the mercantile over there. And the elevators. I always like to go up the elevators. They're all different on property. And this one here is no different. All different. You walk in, they've got their own theme. You see little beaver heads down there holding up the railing. A little pan down at the beaver head there. There's a little mouth holding up the little stick, which is the bar. It's kind of cool. And each resort has their own theming, guys. Not all of them are as detailed as this one, but they've all got their own theming. But now we're up high. We're upstairs now. We're at the highest floor you're going to get on without staying here. So if you're going to stay here, you're not going to be able to get through to a certain spot. We're up on the top floor, but you can't get in here without your little hand badge. You've got to be staying. Otherwise, you can come up and take a look down. You used to be able to walk straight across, but they put the door and the gate in, so now it's only the people that are staying here or have access to that area. And I always like to come up and take a view from up above looking down to show you guys how big and massive this place is. You see little characters carved out of the totem poles there, tops of the lighting. Now from down below, you only see one part of the lighting. Up here, you get to see the up above looking down view at it. I think they look nicer up here than they do from down below. And we're going to take you around the outside and show you what that looks like. But I always like to get up here. All right, let's head on downstairs. And these stairs go to every single level, so you can just keep going down the stairs if you want instead of taking an elevator. And we're down a few floors now. And I'm going to walk across this little cuddy here. Show you what it looks like from like midway down. You'll always see something different. It doesn't matter if you're up on top or down on the bottom, even in the middle. You're going to see something you might not have seen on a previous floor. It's always worth walking around these places. A lot of people just come and stay down on the bottom, walk around, go up to their room, do whatever they got to do, and then leave. But I always like to walk around. I go to all the resorts and try to poke around anywhere I can, just because it's interesting, some of the stuff that you didn't know was out there. And there's one floor down here. It's got this little bridge with the doors on it, so you can kind of cut across, or you can walk around the backside there. I always like going down into this little bridge section. It's kind of cool. And it'll take you down to the Whispering Canyon Cafe. And it's directly across from the Whispering Canyon Cafe. So we're going to head down the stairs here. These are the doors. We're going to give that a little push, walk on in. And now you can turn and look out if you want, or you can just keep going right on across. And it takes you down to the Whispering Canyon Cafe. Nice little walk. If you guys get a chance, definitely try some of the different places around the property. All right, we're heading back past this little railroad car here. I'm going to take you guys out back to show you what it's like outside. It's going to get ready to dump on us with the rain. Right now it's still a little shiny out. They say we're going to get some serious rain in a little bit. We're going to try to beat some of the rain. I've been hearing some of the noise out here. And if you guys aren't familiar with Florida, or you're new to the area, or just coming down and visiting, you're going to find that 1 minute it's going to look nice, beautiful, bright, and the next second it's going to look so gloomy and awful out. It's that fast and that instantaneous. 1 minute it's super shiny, next minute it's dark and raining all over the place. So you got to take it when you get it, and usually what happens is it rains for a little bit and then it'll stop and it's sunny in like 5 minutes. And I'm going to head back in. I forgot this little area over here I want to show you guys. It's got the bridge, and this is over one of the elevators. So you got this little, it's like a little geyser here, a little water coming up out of the ground, and that feeds underneath the bridge. It's actually in the building, and it feeds outside to a little stream that takes you down near the pool. It's kind of cool. And then we'll head on back over to the, there's a restaurant over here called the Artist Point. Some artwork on the wall. This is usually somebody standing out here, so right now nobody's there. Usually you'll see people from the Artist Point out there. And I got the green light today to go on up in, so they said we can walk up in, swing the camera around. So I'm going to take you up in. This is actually a kind of like a little bar outside the Artist Point. Territory bar. So this is actually connected to the Artist Point restaurant. You got to walk up and walk right past it. I always thought this was part of that, but it's not. It's actually its own little place here, and then you continue on down the hall, but this is some of the stuff you're going to see in here. It's actually a real pretty little bar. This is the kind of place that I'd be coming into. It's just real pretty. The detail in here, once again, is incredible. From the ceiling to the totem pole bearers on the back there. Just pan this around, give me a second. Up the ceiling is a big map, and then you've got the bears in the background holding up the bar. You can see the big map on the ceiling. And then you come back out. If you go to the left here, we can't get in there today. I'll just hang my camera over the top so you get a little bit of sight. And this is the Artist Point. And that's where you're going to be eating. And you turn back down around again, and you're going to go down the hall. We'll go by this one more time. And you'll come right on down. It's like a big ramp. So you got a couple of different access points. You can either go in on the left or go in on the right. And we'll head on down the hall. Once again, the artwork and the detail in here is just incredible. Give you a look outside. And if you didn't come over to see this place, you wouldn't even know it was here first off, and you'd miss out on something that's so incredible. You got the walkway there going up into that little cave right up underneath that little overhang there. It's all rock ledge. Looks like you're walking through a cave. I call it a cave. And some more of the wilderness lodge on the other side. And the DVC actually has rooms in here now. You got the Roaring Forks. It's where I usually come and get a quick picker-upper while I'm walking around. They've got everything from breakfast in there to snacks to drinks. I like these little restaurants. I'll usually take the family to the big ones and the small ones while we're walking around. Me, Morgan, and Marley usually duck into some of them. There's out back. I'll show you how immense this place is from out back. I'll get out and turn the camera around so you guys can see. So this is out back looking at the back side of the Wilderness Lodge. Now the front looks big, and from out back it looks just enormous. Just beautiful, beautiful resort. It's probably, in my opinion, it's one of the nicest ones on property. If it's not the nicest, it's top two. It's just pretty. And this is higher end, so if you're going to stay here, this is on the highest end that you're going to be paying to stay a night, just because everybody wants to be over here. And if you keep walking around out back here, on both sides of the pool, to the left or the right, it's going to take you around the pool, around over to the, they got a restaurant out on the back side, and they've also got a boat launch out back. And then they've got access to a couple extra places you can stay. And we're going to walk you through these as we're getting to them. But right now we're on like a little, it's like a decking that takes you all the way down to the boat launch.
What moment, maybe?
Maybe in that moment.
And there's the boat launch. We'll keep walking on down. This used to be all solid trees, but I don't know what the reasoning behind it is, but they finally took them all out so you could see the boat launch. Maybe it was a little scary for people to come down here, or maybe worried about safety or something, but all the trees got leveled out of there, so now you can see the boat launch. It used to be all hidden so you couldn't see. And you walk on down. So if you want to go over to the Magic Kingdom, you come down here. You want to go over to the Wilderness Campgrounds, you come down here. This is going to take you to the different places you need to go without using your car, without using the buses. Sometimes it's nice to have the alternative transportation instead of relying on your car or buses. And this is how I usually like to go into the Magic Kingdom also. We'll walk on down. Everybody just left, that's why it's dead right now. And you're going to have to pay attention to the flags as you're coming in. You'll see there's a little sign back there that tells you what color flag that you're going to need to be in which line to go where you're looking to go. And this is where the boat comes in over here on the left. And they got a little sitting area over on the right. I'll show you in a second. And there's the boat actually going over. And there's your little sitting area. Over that way right there is the new Reflections Resort getting built. And we're heading on back right now. So I'm going to take you guys around the back side of the wilderness. So if you're looking at it from behind, it's on the right. If you're looking at it from where the cars are, looking at the main entrance, it's on the left-hand side. And this is the set of little resorts that they put out back here that are going to be overlooking the Magic Kingdom side and a waterway. So it's kind of like a little private area that you're going to book. It's a little bit more money than staying in the resort itself, but you're on the outside and you're going to have your own cabin out here. So this is one of the cabins that's offered over here at the Wilderness Lodge. And you're going to come up to the entrance right up here. So this is a little bit of walk if you guys decide to want to stay out here, but it's called the Cascade Cabins. And this is a very confusing place, so you do have to keep an eye on where you're staying, because if you're thinking of cabins, Cascade Cabins, you go get your room, you walk out, you go the wrong side, you're in the wrong spot. So the Cascade Cabins are actually on the side of the Magic Kingdom, and you'll see the boats going by. Now out in the front you don't see much. You see just the front of the cabin, your walkway here, but most of what you're going to see is on the outback side, the water side. This is more of a private type setting. That's why you want to be out here as opposed to being over here, which is right in the Wilderness Lodge. Now I myself like being in with the people. It makes me feel like I'm more on vacation than just going to like I guess a vacation for the weekend and getting away. But they are pretty. So I've done some other walkthrough resort tours of the cabins and stuff like that. I've also done the ones over at the Polynesian, and I actually just redid one of them recently. But this is what they look like from the outside. And now we're going to head on back out of the Cascade Cabins, and we're heading over back behind the pool now. We're going to the left on the way back from the boat launch. And this right here usually is a geyser, and it's usually shooting the water up. Every so often it'll shoot the geyser, but right now it's all shut down. And then the last time we were over here, it was shut down also. To give you guys a little firsthand what it looks like out back here in case you're visiting. There's the pool. You see the skies. And there's a little kiddie section right there. And then some of the water action coming down when the pools come to life. And this is the pools right here. And right now you're noticing everybody getting out of the pool, guys. It's actually good for me because it makes the video so much nicer. I like them when the pools are empty. But the rain's coming in. So anytime you get the thunder and lightning, they get the lightning warning, everybody at the pool. So I'm going to swing by again once we're done with the tour so I can get a better shot at the pool. But it's a beautiful pool. It's shaped right. A lot of places to swim. I'm not a fan of just the big square pools. And now we're going to walk on. Do one more pan around before I walk away. Very enormous place. And now we'll head on back. Now this is actually going to be the back way. It takes you around to the Boulder Ridge section. And it's also going to take you over to the Copper Creek. So this is out back. So if you're looking at the pool, it's out on the right side of the pool. The left side would take you over to the boat launch, but over here is going to take you over to the little restaurant they got out back here. So it's kind of cool. And that's actually the Geyser Point Bar and Grill, if you guys wanted to know the name of that. Give you an idea what it looks like. I'm going to try to beat the rain, so I'm not going to walk right up to it today. Now, continuing around, this is going to take you back over to the left side of the resort, or if you're facing the front looking in, it's on the right side, and it's also take you over to the Copper Creek cabins. There's their little boat launch out back here, which you're not really going to launch from, but it's just a little where you go. You can go fishing and stuff over there also, but I'm going to show you before I walk away. I'll walk through the Cascade cabins. Now, if you guys want to see what the insides of these cabins look like, I was actually going to stop in today and do a tour in there, but with the weather coming, I'm not going to have the time, and I don't want to get hit with the rain. So we did another video. Just type up Cascade Cabins Country Bear Tours, and it'll show you what we did. We actually walked right into this one here. You know, supposed to go in there, but not today. I always like to do refresh videos of what the cabins and stuff and all the resorts look like, so you get a fresh look at them, because they change very, you know, regularly over the years. They'll put new stuff in. And that's about it. They look the same as on the other side cabins. And pretty much all privacy. Everything's out the back. And now if we come back at it, Aaron, we start heading down. If you continue around from the restaurant, coming around to the right, and I believe that's Geyser's Point Restaurant, and you go to the right here, and it's going to take you right around to the entrance up front. So we're around, if you're looking at the Wilderness Lodge from out front where the cars are, this is the right side. So we just did a big loop right around the back, and now we're coming back out to the front. But I want you guys to see how vast this place is, how big it is. It's beautiful. They keep it clean. The lawn's perfect. And we're going to head on up, and this is actually going to take you right on over to the villas, which is the Boulder Ridge. And you got to be up on the names, because they change the names in these places so often anymore. This place is actually 4 different sections, so you got to be up on where all these buildings are. And that is up on top of the cave, looking back at the back entrance of the Wilderness Lodge one more time. I want to give you guys one more look from up above the top of the pool, with the water coming out of the back of the resort heading down to the swimming pool. And this is what you're going to see, guys. And it really is that gloomy out right now. So we just got hit with the rain, starting to dry a little bit. And now we're going to walk down through the actual cave. It's kind of cool. And at nighttime, this is all, the walkways are all lit and stuff, so you can see where you're going. And this takes you down to the swimming pool. So we walked around to the left. This is if you went to the right. This is where you had the option to take a left and go up here, or you can go over to the restaurant around the back of the resort, but we went the other way. But we're now coming down to the swimming pool, and I'm going to give you guys a walk around at the actual swimming pool while I'm over here. Let's see what it looks like. You see the ground's all wet. People are waiting to get the green light to go back in, but it's not going to be anytime soon. And anytime you guys get the rain, you're not going inside there. They close that off. So that's one peek of it. I'll walk around the pool, give you guys before I leave, I'll give you guys a show of the pool here. Here's another angle of it. Nobody around. And one more angle out back. And it goes from bright to gloomy all in the blink of an eye. And the very back of the pool. This is the good angle. This usually swarm with people, but it gives you a feeling of what the pool actually looks like without the people in it. And I did the Port Orleans French Quarters one morning, and nobody was in the pool. It was awesome, beautiful. Just getting ready to open up the pool. They let me do a walk around on it. Here's your little spa section there, and way over on the other side is the kiddie section. Everything's shut down now. So every time there's any thunder and lightning, they shut all the waterfalls down, all the splashy stuff gets turned off, all jacuzzis get turned off, hot tubs and all that, the spas. And we'll walk around to the little kid section, and that's going to be the conclusion of our video, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll see you on the next one.